Hello everybody, you know the routine, so I'm not going to explain it. I've been to the tip and I've pulled this out this time. It is a Turbopower 1000, which I think was the top model in the Turbopower range anyway. I think it was the Turbopower 2 Autosense, but I don't know if that wasn't the Turbopower 1000. I don't know. I don't quite know the Turbopower cleaners. I've never had a Turbopower before, even though it was one of Hoover's most common models at the time. It ran alongside the Pure Power for a while. But yeah, I know this was a very good model for its time, the Turbopower 1000, with all its flashing lights and things. When I initially got it and pulled it out, I thought, oh, it's not got a bag full indicator, it's just got a blanking piece in its place. I thought, well, that's a bit cheap. But then I thought, no, it's got an electronic bag full indicator, so it's miles ahead of what I thought it was. And then I saw all the Autosense and I thought, ooh, because I thought, I'm pulling that out because I've never had an Autosense model before and I wasn't going to let it sit there. I've been quite lucky at the tip recently. I got a Hoover Turbomaster Freedom. Unfortunately, it is the Freedom, so it's got the perma bag, and I'm trying to convert it to a bagged model, but I don't have any of the things to do that with yet, apart from the bags. But this model, it says perma bag on it. I don't know if it's come with a perma bag, or they've just put a paper bag in, because I know for the Turbo Masters, you had to buy a bag adapter kit to convert it to a bagged model. The perma bag Turbo Powers, I know that you can just take out, well, I think you can just take out the perma bag and put a paper bag in its place. And I don't know why or how, but I've got some Turbopower 2 bags. I don't know why, because I've never bought them and I've never owned a Turbopower, so I don't know where they came from. It must have been someone's given me a box of things over time and they were in there. Anyway, I've got them, so I'm not complaining because I can put them in this. I'll order a few because I don't think I've got that many. I think I've only got about 2. So anyway, I've held on to them and they'll come in useful. So we've got the electronic Autosense thing here. The bottom light is a bag full indicator. I have not a clue about these 3 and I don't think I'll be able to get the instructions for this online. I'll have to have a look. I know this is a boost button and I've pressed that and it's a bit, I don't know what it needs, maybe a bit of WD or a new spring or something. It just doesn't seem to, you can press it in and it's fine, but when you come to press it back out, it doesn't really come out. See, it won't come out now. There we go. So it took a few times and I've took it out. So that needs sorting. It's not as it should be. It is, well, actually, looking at it, I think this will have the perma bag in because I bet you this has the perma bag in because the perma bags that Hoover offered were the very, very early bagless systems, and the dust they let out was unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, seems all right. The only thing is the Hoover roundel is missing, which isn't a big thing. They're still readily available. If I turn it round, the only thing that was a bit of a shame is the cord hook. What actually is it? I don't know what that is. There was something there anyway, and it snapped off. How would you wrap the cord around? Oh yeah, it would have been a cord hook that came out like that. Anyway, it snapped off, which is a bit of a shame. There's remnants of glue on there, so they've obviously tried to glue it on and it's not stuck and it's come off. And they thought, we'll just bin it. And the crevice tool's missing, which was also a bit of a shame. But the only reason I'm bothered was because it's got the other 2 small tools. If it didn't have them, I wouldn't be as bothered. But it's got the extension tube, the dusting brush, and the upholstery tool. So it's a bit of a shame that it's not got the simple, basic crevice tool. God, the wheels on this are thin, aren't they? Bloody hell. Yeah. Unless this is a scabbard. Anyway, that is the place for the crevice tool. There should be one. But out of interest, yeah, I don't think these are original extension tubes. Well, actually, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they are, because to me, that looks like the place for a crevice tool. So if you had a crevice tool, why would you have a scabbard one nestled into the ones, if that's the space, and doesn't add up that. So either that's not a space for a crevice tool and these are original and there's something missing from there which is something else, or these aren't original and that is the space for a crevice tool. Anyway, someone let me know in the comments if you know anything about that. It is a Hoover model U2814, 240 volts, 50 hertz, 900 watts, 1000 watts max. Well, how does that work then? Maybe the low power is 900 watts and then when it goes into boost it's 1000 watts. I don't know. I'm sure there's people that can tell me more than me. Serial number U281431100660. I have no idea what that means. There's a way to read these though. I bet that's a date code in there. Double insulated. For those of you that don't know, that signal there is the double insulated. That sign even means double insulated appliance. Registered trademark, made by Hoover Limited, Great Britain. So it was made in Britain. Yeah, so we've got the dusting brush here. I think that is the same as the Pure Power dusting brush. So I've got plenty of them floating about. So that is no big problem. These are stiff. Oh, there's the upholstery thing for all your upholstery needs. There we go. And before I turn it on, I think I'll show you why this was thrown away, because to me, I think this is why it was thrown away. So I'm expecting it to have a good motor, and I'm also expecting it to have a good Autosense module. But if I tip it like this... Oh, well, it's picked that up off my desk. That wasn't on it. My workbench even. Brush roll seems fine. Don't know if the belt... Seems like it's got a belt. The reason being, I think this was thrown away, was if we look in there, we've got ourselves a blockage. And this is a really narrow tube for the dirt to come down into the machine, and that was prone to blocking up, and that's what's happened in this case. So much so that Hoover actually designed this, that if you remove this screw and you remove this screw, you can pull this channel off, this clear, well, it would have been clear when it was new, and you can remove any blockage. It even shows you a diagram on there how to do. No, it doesn't. Well, it shows you a diagram on how to take the base plate off anyway. So it's a Hoover activator brush roll with its agitator things and its brushes. I'm not going to remove that blockage on camera because I can't be bothered, because I'm holding the phone in my hand and I'm not very good at multitasking at the moment. So I'm expecting it to work. I'm going to turn it on with it being blocked, just so we can see if it does work or it does go bang or whatever it decides to do. Yeah, I'm not going to leave it running too long if it does work, because obviously there will be a strain on the motor because it's blocked. So I don't know if this is an original plug. It looks a bit funny. Like, I can't imagine Hoover using that, but unless it's had a replacement cable at some point. Anyway, there's nothing wrong with the cable. Right, so if we plug it in and don't switch it on, if we just plug it in, I'll put this light on outside so you can, yeah, that's better so you can see. Right, that one's power. Tell you what, let's have a look before I turn it on. It does have a perma bag. I knew it would with all that muck. Oh my god. All the dust coming off that. And there's the pre-motor filter. So actually, I wouldn't be surprised now if the motor's burnt out by looking at that. All the muck caked on that. So that shows you how good the perma bag is. Way to go, Hoover. Right, it's cold, so I want to finish this video. Oh, don't fall. But I can only do it one-handed. Right, that's in, and that perma bag just gets held in place by the bag door, I think. So it's off at the socket. I'll just doubly check that. because I'm a complete wuss and I don't want to turn it on at the machine because anything could happen. It's full of dust. You don't know how it's been treated. That's on. So what I'm hoping is it will sound blocked, obviously, because it is. But I'm hoping it works and the Autosense starts doing its thing and everything else. And if it does work, I'll do another video demonstrating it when I've cleaned it up with a proper paper bag in and no Autosense rubbish. Anyway, so let's just get this over with and turn it on and hope I don't fuse the house out. Well, that sounds a bit squeaky, and yeah, that might be because it's blocked. The belt might be knackered. We'll turn it upside down and we'll see if the belt is spinning. As soon as I turned it on, I'll show you that quickly again, that part. As soon as I turn it on, straight away we get a red light. And that red light is the bag full light. And I'm not surprised because the pre-motor filter is disgusting. And the permabag thing is disgusting. And it's clogged. So what we'll do... I'm not going to show it in boost because I don't want to damage the motor too much. I'll put it like that. I'll just show you that quickly. I'm not going to read it out. And that, because I know people like to see it. Oh, it's a glitter finish, didn't know it had glitter. Right, okay. Let's see if the brush roll's turning. Right, well the brush roll seems to be turning. But it is clogged. So it's clogged, and the pre-motor filter's clogged, and it's got a perma bag, and it's full of dust. So I don't blame the bag full light for coming on one bit. I'll just show you it on one last time, and then I'll take it apart and make it new again. So one last time, on we go. Bit squeaky, might need lubricating or something. There we go anyway. So we know it works. I think I'll be able to save that motor. It's just got dry bearings or something. And it'll improve tons when it's got a proper bag in and not that stupid perma bag thing. So everyone, there we go. There is the Hoover Turbopower 1000 Autosense. Well, it's not called that, it's called the Turbopower 1000. So thank you for watching this video. Tell me in the comments anything interesting about this machine that I might not already know. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you next time, folks. Bye for now.